Hello, welcome and namaste everybody. This our family reunion and family gathering of weekly follow-up of holistic human health, module 2 of student induction program. We welcome you all in this weekly reunion and we have our source person and co-explorer Dr. Sundaraj with us. Ji Sundar Bhaiya, namaste. Welcome.
Namaste.
Namaste, namaste. Sundar Bhaiya. So what we are going to discuss in today's meeting?
Yeah, let us have some, see if we have any questions, otherwise we'll go into the topic.
Yes, certainly. So, dear family member, welcome. If you have any question or any query, like to interact, most welcome. Namaste.
नमस्ते भैया नमस्ते
जी नमस्ते रविंद्र भैया
जी नमस्ते सुंदर सर नमस्ते
Namaste. Yes.
Just I had a small query that small boil in the eyelid.
Oh.
So I have written a request letter with your email, sir. But I could not get the response, sir. Can you suggest? So Ayurvedic any medicine just to make it just like some warm, just putting some warm
Fermentation.
Fermentation. It does not working, sir. So it is more than 1 month, sir. 2 months, sir, actually.
Oh.
So it needs a surgery, or can it be done with this Ayurvedic medicine?
If it is there from past 2 months, maybe you will need immediate medication and sometimes removal if needed. But I don't think at this position I will be able to tell you whether you need medication or removal. We can make a. I can no, look at your this thing. Maybe we can make a video call or something like that, and let me decide. Okay. So
Okay,
I will send you my phone number. You can just
yes, I have number.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Ji, thank you. Welcome, Sanjay Bhaiya, Dr. Sanjay Kumar Verma ji. Namaste. You have unmuted your mic, but we are not able to hear to you. Would you like to interact? Namaste. Or any of our family member would like to interact, are most welcome. Namaste. Sekaran ji, namaste. Would you like to interact? Naresh Bhai is also with us. So that is Sanjay Kumar ji is there with us. Jayaprakash Bhai also with us. So anybody would like to have any query or question regarding the or want to interact with Sundaraj Bhaiya are most welcome. You can, all of you have the mic. You can unmute and interact. Namaste. Ji Sanjay sir, okay, welcome. This Sundaraj Bhaiya, so we can maybe start the session.
I will share the PowerPoint. Just a moment. Today I would like to discuss about this concept of regeneration.
जी,
So, human body, we all think that it is like a idol fixed in a time and space. We have a body which is already formed, and over a period of time, slowly it gets degenerated, and we become old, and we lose our cells, and slowly the aging process picks up, and at certain point of time, all the changes will be irreversible. This is what we all think, but actually human body is not like that. Human body is more like a flowing river. A river flows continuously, though it appears that it is there. The water in it, it is not there like that. Continuously the old water goes away and new water comes in. That is why you can't step in the same water twice. Similarly, human body is having numerous cells inside each and every organ, which is made up of so many tissues, which are a group of cells. These cells, they perform specific functions, and they live for some time. They take birth, they live for some time, and they die. Old cells, they die, and the new cells, they take birth again and again and again. So continuously, old cells are leaving and new cells are coming, just like a river. River is there, just like you just can't say that river is this particular river is moving. The water is moving, river is there. Similarly, our human body is there, but the cells continuously they take birth, do some activity, they die, and new cells they come back. So this is something which we need to understand. This gives us a lot of insight and also a lot of hope that we can do some really interesting things with our body. We can regenerate each and every cell of our body. We get confidence. Most of the patients who come to us, particularly patients with some knee joint pain or low back pain or some liver cirrhosis, some condition where an organ is completely worn out, degenerated. Such cases, they lose hope. They don't have hope at all. Someone says you have to replace your knee, replace your backbone's disc, replace your liver, replace some other organ. But the fact is, without replacing them with some artificial joints or artificial, things, you can regenerate. And this regeneration process is something which happens continuously. Sometimes it might be not effective, and sometimes this regeneration slowly comes down, and at one point of time you will be in a position where you have to take the help of a doctor. So let us not go to that state. Let us see what we can do to regenerate each and every cell of our body. This is possible, and we need to understand why people think the regeneration is not possible. This is because of wrong conditioning. Previously, modern science thought that it is not possible for regenerating any part of your body. It is not possible at all. Now I have seen many dentists who tell me that some of their patients are refilling their cavities without artificial filling just by doing pranayam. How is it possible? And why is it not possible everywhere? Why people are not able to see, like today, if I say that all the cells in your body get regenerated, then after some time, if you take an MRI or X-ray where previously that particular bone or disc got degenerated, it should become normal now, but it's not happening. It is further degenerating more and more, getting worse. So why is that happening? And what can we do? And why this collective wrong preconditioning is making us lose hope in this particular regenerative part? So when you see, I would like to tell you an interesting example. In Kerala, when they train elephants, they train them in such a way that when the elephant is a small baby, they tie it with a rope, and regularly they tie it with the same rope, same color, same thickness. And when it is a small baby, it is unable to free itself from the rope. Slowly it grows and becomes a big elephant. And after that, it becomes so strong that even if you tie it to a big tree with a very strong chain, even then it will be able to free itself from the chain from the tree. But if you tie it with the same old rope, it will not be able to free itself, because it got preconditioned that if someone ties me with this particular rope, I will not be able to free myself. A similar experiment was done by some other psychologists. Like a simple experiment, they have kept a dog in a small cage, and uh, you know in the first cage, first set of cages, dogs can push a lever and the cage opens and they escape. In the second set of cages, a dog will push a lever, it gets a shock, and then immediately the cage opens and it will escape. The third set of cages, a dog will push the lever and it will get a shock, but the cage will not open. And after some time, after some days, they have introduced a new set of new cage with the same old dogs. This cage is similar to the first cage, where you push the lever and you will escape simply. There is no shock at all. The first set of dogs which got trained by pushing the lever and just going out, they easily came out. Second set of dogs which got electric shock after pushing the lever, still they escaped. So they pushed the lever and they pleasantly got surprised that there is no shock and they escaped. But unfortunately, the third set of dogs which got previously the electric shock but never were able to open the cage, this time there is no shock with the lever and the cage will easily open, but they never ever touch the lever, because they got preconditioned that there is no hope, I will not be able to escape, and if I try to escape, I will get a shock. So this, unfortunately, my dear friends, is the collective preconditioning done from many centuries, that regeneration is not possible. If you have a degenerated knee or a tooth with caries, or some part of the body not functioning properly, a kidney which is failing, you have to replace the kidney, you have to replace the liver, you have to replace the tooth, you have to replace the joint. This is what we were being conditioned. But the good news is, this regeneration is possible. Each and every cell of our body can get regenerated. This is what the new science says. We now have the facts. Each and every cell of the body will take some time, and then it will slowly, it lives and it dies. If you look at this chart, intestinal epithelial cells are replaced every 5 years. Skeleton is replaced. Skin cells are replaced every 39 days. So each and every cell of the body, cerebellum, gray matter, of course, stops growing when you are between 2.5 to and 3 years old. Heart and endothelial cells are replaced every 6 years. Red blood cells are replaced every 120 years. So each and every part of the body can be replaced in particular span of time. So regeneration is possible. Then what should we do to regenerate each and every cell of our body? How is it possible? See, I would like to tell you a simple thing. I tell you that there is a possibility of regenerating your cartilage. You need not have a surgery. Some people come with some severe hip problems. Doctor says that you have to replace your hip with an artificial hip, or replace your knee with an artificial knee. The good news is, without replacing them, we can regenerate them. It is possible. But how? Previously, people thought that it was not possible. How? Just imagine there is a building. There is a building, and the building is having so many nice bricks inside each and every wall. Then now we have, after some 50 years, after some 100 years, the building became very old, and then government says that you have to demolish the building, but I don't want to demolish the building because I like it so much. Then the science is so advanced that I can replace each and every brick with new brick. Replace each and every brick with new brick. And once this happens, once this replacing happens, and this brick is super strong, and once I replace all the bricks, the building becomes very, very strong. This is what happens. But imagine if I replace the old bricks with again old bricks, then again the same old building will be there. Similarly, our cells, they die, and new cells, they take birth. It happens continuously. But the problem is, new cells, for them to become strong, for the body to produce new strong active cells, it needs proper intake, proper nourishment, proper availability of micronutrients. Unfortunately, the food which we are consuming, though it is having so many good micronutrients, they are not reaching the place where body can convert them into cells, tissues, and rebuild each and every organ. Why? Because of accumulation of lots and lots of free radicals inside the body. These free radicals are getting accumulated inside our body, and they are disturbing the distribution of nutrition to each and every cell of the body. These free radicals are the culprits which are causing this, increasing the degeneration, actually increasing the cell death, increasing the what we say, gisjana, each and every part gets degenerated. This is happening because of these free radicals. Free radicals, if you keep one iron rod outside in the air, slowly oxidation happens and the iron rod gets rusted and becomes very weak. Similarly, these free radicals oxidate the cells, and cells, they die, and this degeneration happens. So because you are not getting proper nourishment, because of these free radicals not allowing the nutrients to get converted into healthy tissues, this degeneration is happening. Why these free radicals are getting produced? What is the reason behind this production of these free radicals? So many reasons. For example, not eating in time, not sleeping in time, not getting up in time, lot of physical and mental stress, anger, tension, irritation, and of course exposure to pollution, not doing actual physical activity, not exposing your body to sunlight, consuming unhealthy food and alcohol and cigarette smoking, so many other reasons, hormonal imbalance, so many reasons for accumulation of these free radicals inside our body, which actually promotes degeneration inside our body. So the most important part is, the lifestyle is bad and body is not able to heal itself, regenerate itself. This is something we need to understand. This is something. And if you really look at your body and try to understand what it is trying to communicate with you, it will always tell you that you are abusing me. You are not helping me regenerate myself. You please take care of me. That is what continuously body tells you. So someone has asked, sir, is there any study that a particular cell regenerates in how many days? See, lots and lots of studies happened, and the lifespan of each and every cell's lifespan is recorded by doctors, by scientists actually. So it's not like cell can regenerate itself. Cells, they come, they die, and body regenerates, it produces, it gives birth to new cells. Simply, you can see, very simple example is your blood cells. They live for only 120 days. So even if you donate your blood, you will get back your blood, because even if you don't donate also, they will die eventually and new cells, they get produced. Similarly, nowadays people are donating half part of their liver, which has the highest regeneration capacity. Within 45 days, a person who donates a part of his liver is able to regenerate his entire liver back. So this is what is happening in so many other parts. So of course, a lot of studies still happening on exact how well we can help the body to regenerate itself, and lots of money is being poured into the research on regenerative therapies. All over the world, there are so many institutions where research is happening on regenerative therapy, how to help the body regenerate itself. Luckily, in our own tradition, in our own Indian tradition, we have this wonderful way of communicating with our own body, understanding what body is telling us, and keeping our lifestyle in a proper way, following health principles in such a way that body will easily regenerate itself. Each and every cell of the body, once it completes its task, the body ensures that it will be replaced with another active cell. This happens continuously, each and every moment it happens. So what we should do for this is something which we all should understand. All we have to do is focus on what body is trying to communicate with us, and once you get the information, try to see what you can do, how you can interpret the information you get from the body, how you can change your lifestyle accordingly, how you can include yoga, pranayam, meditation in each and every day. So a person who regularly meditates, he can ensure that this regeneration process will increase. Pranayam helps in regenerating the cells of the body easily. We treat so many patients with severe degenerative changes inside their body, and we have seen that people who regularly practice pranayam, particularly in a systematic way, they can see their body regenerating itself very fast compared to others who don't do pranayam regularly. We do the same therapy for everyone, and we suggest pranayam for everyone, but people who practice it sincerely, they have shown wonderful results. So practicing pranayam and meditation, of course, being physically active, doing some kind of physical exercise, whether it is walking or running or Surya Namaskar or asanas and other kind of physical activity, and taking proper food in proper time and sleeping in time, getting up in time, all these things will help us regenerate each and every cell of the body. They will decelerate the aging process, so that see, the construction part and destruction part, they always happen inside our body. Some cells, they get destroyed, some cells, they get produced daily, and there is a balance inside the body. Sometimes this balance gets disturbed, and the construction part slows down and the destruction part becomes very fast. That's why we see aging process progressing very, very fast in so many people. So it's very important for us to accept the fact that, understand the fact that regeneration is possible, and we don't need special, very high-tech therapies or some medicines to regenerate. All we have to do is keep our lifestyle in check. Now, of course, there are some people who need a lot of help, because their condition is so bad that they can't heal themselves, they can't regenerate themselves. For them, we do have some special therapies where we cleanse the body. Each and every cell of the body will be relieved from these free radicals, and detoxification happens, and that stimulates the regeneration process again. So in special cases, some kind of medical help might be needed to trigger that, restore that regeneration process. Otherwise, body always possesses this regeneration process. In fact, body also has this wonderful pharmacy in itself. Body knows, it does everything by itself. It is in harmony. Each and every organ of the body is in harmony with other organs. Each and every cell of the body is in harmony with other cells. And wherever there is some problem, it identifies the problem. It diagnoses the problem without even us knowing about that problem inside. In the initial stages, only the body tries to diagnose and then produces some chemical, some medicine in some place in the right amount, right, exact medicine which is important, and then it produces and it sends to that particular place where it is needed, and it heals itself. This happens continuously, and when this gets hampered, then only we get affected with some disease, then only we go to a doctor. Otherwise, it is continuously happening. So all we have to do is rekindle that fire, rekindle that regeneration process, self-healing process, with simple changes in food and lifestyle, and balancing our mind, balancing our life, adjusting our priorities, being happy always, and taking good food and good sleep, good rest. All these things will help. Someone is asking, Sanjay Kumar sir is again asking, is age the factor of regenerating the cells? Of course, in young age, regeneration process is very fast. You can see that kids, when they have some fracture or something like that, they heal very fast. Kids will have much faster and better healing, better regeneration compared to older people. But that doesn't mean that regeneration is not possible in older people. No. If you simply see the logic, that if some cell is dying, another cell is replacing it, and if that doesn't happen, after a certain period of time, all the cells will die. So if we are alive here right now, continuously many cells are getting regenerated in my body right now as I am speaking right now. It happens, it continuously happens. So even if I am old, the same procedure happens, because there is no denying fact that when a cell takes birth, it does its work for some time, and after that it dies. It happens. So dying, we all know that cells die. So if they die, and if all of them die, we will not be there. So we all also know logically that new cells also get produced. It is a given fact. It is something we need to accept. But until recently, people were not really aware of the secret, how to trigger this regeneration process when the body is upset, when the body is out of balance, when the body is not able to heal itself. What should we do? This is somewhere, some place where people got stuck, and because they couldn't find an answer, they just started replacing the joints or the parts which got degenerated. I have seen people where their kidneys got completely degenerated, and kidneys function comes down, and serum creatinine levels, they rise, and hemoglobin level comes down, and then they go to a kidney specialist, nephrologist, and he suggests some dialysis. And continuously, whatever the kidney was doing previously, the machine does now. So they take out the blood and purify it, and then send it back to the person's body. And starting, they will start doing dialysis for once in 15 days, or once in a week, and slowly it becomes twice a week, thrice a week, sometimes every day, sometimes twice in a day, thrice in a day, like that. So slowly the function of the kidney comes down, and we have seen, and at one point of time they'll say you have to look for a donor, you have to get your kidney replaced, or every lifelong you have to go for dialysis. But I have seen patients who have successfully regenerated their kidneys from a stage where like they have to regularly undergo dialysis, and now I have seen them. I myself have treated some patients, and I have seen so many other doctors treating such patients. But the most important part is not just the medicine we give or some therapy we give. That plays only a small part. First and foremost point is the faith in themselves that this is possible. like just like the elephant which thinks that it will not be able to free itself from the rope if it is tied with the same rope with which it got trained, it will never be able to come out of it. Similarly, if we think that regeneration is not possible, over, I'm done, I will never get back to my previous self, it's everything is over. If you think like this, body also gives up. But if you think that yes, it is possible, many people have done it, I will also do it, it is not a miracle, it is science, it can be done with a proper procedure, with a proper guidance, we can do it. If you can have that confidence, you can regenerate each and every cell of your body, you can slow down the aging process. Nowadays many people, if you go to a mall or you go to some place where they have special instruments and they check your physiological age and regular chronological age. Your chronological age is if it is 40, and the machine shows that because of the kind of strength in your bones and various other factors, it says that your physiological age is much higher than that. Your chronological age is only 40, but your physiological age is around 50. So the aging process is much faster. You are becoming old very fast. This is what is happening everywhere. But I have seen many people who look so young. You can't just tell that they are 60 or 70 just by looking at them, unless someone tells you that this person's age is this much. I've seen people not just physically appearing, full energy, they do so many activities, you just can't believe that they are 70, they are 75. How is it possible? Because of their confidence that they can regenerate each and every cell of the body, because of various factors which guide their body and mind, their lifestyle, their food, their kind of friends, their mental setup, their attitude. All these things help them stay young always. Their skin, their body, their physical structure, their shining eyes, every part of the body speaks of regeneration. Okay, so this is something very interesting topic. If someone has any doubt about any question about this particular thing, I can just answer a few questions. Or maybe we can go to the next topic. And it's a quite interesting topic. And unfortunately, people don't think about regenerating their own parts unless and until they reach a stage where doctor says you have to replace this part, you have to replace your joint, you have to get operated, you have to go for kidney replacement, liver replacement, you need to look for a donor. Yes, Ravindraji.
Really very interesting topic. Regeneration in the process. Normally we see when the bone is fractured. Just I can say my experience. My brother he has an accident and his leg was broken, and the doctor suggested for surgery. And
Yes.
there is another option to because of this automatically regeneration process, right?
Yeah, your voice is breaking, sir. Ravindraji, your voice is breaking. Now you are not audible. Chandrasekharji.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Sir, regarding blood donation,
Yeah.
donating the organs, regarding blood donation, can be sugar patient can give the blood or not, sir?
Yeah. Sugar patients, they can donate blood. Once it enters the other person's blood, body, if the person is non-diabetic, actually body itself will bring down the sugar. It will take it to the cell and sugar will be consumed. Excess sugar, whatever is there in the blood. No problem.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Ravindra Kumar ji, yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Namaste, doctor. I am Ranganath, doctor.
Namaste, sir. Tell me.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
Doctor? Yeah, I'm good, sir. Too good. A little bit summer makes me unhappy.
Yeah. True, very true.
Yes, sir, I have a small doubt, sir. May I put forward, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have been listening, cleansing the organs, eyes, ears, nose, and other things, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not only cleansing, physical and also active, energetic, and other activities like positive thinking and taking everything in a normal way of adjustment and compromise, and not becoming furious, calm and peaceful, taking decision. So also acts keeping the person's young, sir, though the age of 60 or 70.
Yes, sir. Mind plays a very crucial role.
Yes.
Particularly in regenerative
Yes.
process. Stress is
Yes,
one
sir.
trigger. Stress is one important trigger which will accumulate loads and loads of free radicals inside the body, which will again in turn destroy each and every cell of the body.
Yes,
So
yes, sir. Yes,
when
sir.
you
Yes,
are in a
sir.
lot of stress, you are in fact
Yes.
increasing the aging process, accelerating the aging process.
Yeah.
But when your mind is
Yes.
full, when you are joyful, when you are happy, lots and it's like there is a direct relationship between your mental state and your body's health. These thoughts
sir.
that you have in
Sir.
your brain, sir, these thoughts, they get
Yes, sir.
communicated from one cell to another cell through some chemicals called neuropeptides.
Yeah.
These neuropeptides are made up of proteins,
Sir.
and once they perform their action, they
Yes.
will reach the body, and they will actually get absorbed in the body. They will do some activity in the body also. Once they complete their activity in the brain, these neuropeptides are of various types. Kind of
Yes.
neuropeptides which carry information related to stress, anger, irritation, fear, etc. These are poisonous. When they enter the body, they create havoc inside the body. And the kind of
Yes.
neuropeptides we produce when we are happy, when you are pleasant, when you are relaxed, when you are hopeful, when you are joyful, these
Yes, sir.
neuropeptides, after they complete their work in the brain, they enter the body and they help the body in healing itself.
Yes, sir.
So there is a direct relationship between having a peaceful and pleasant and hopeful mind and regeneration.
Sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
One
I have one more question.
One important thing is not compromising and adjusting is not again, it will not help.
Yes, sir. Yes.
If you are just simply because the situations are like this and I want to compromise because I don't want to create a scene.
Yes.
If you are compromising, maybe you are compromising outwardly, but inwardly you will be feeling a lot of stress.
That's true, sir. That's true, sir. Yes,
But when you have the right knowledge that everything is happening because of some reason, and each and every person is behaving in such that way because of his own incompetence, and you have more competence, then you will start having empathy, and slowly you will start working on those things where previously you will not be able to imagine that you can work on such areas. You will start working once you are strong. So
Yes.
that hope itself, that hope, that answers in your mind, that this thing itself will help in keeping your body healthy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I have one more.
Yes, sir. I think your voice is breaking, sir.
I need to know to suggest me how to gain weight, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, if you are really underweight, maybe using some simple herbs like ashwagandha,
Sir.
simple herbs which doesn't need any prescription.
You're good, sir.
So they can help you. Ashwagandha is one such simple herb.
Yes,
Simple
sir. Yes.
powder of this ashwagandha with milk also will help you gain some weight.
Okay.
Okay, it will also help in relaxing your mind.
Yes, sir. Just by taking diet doesn't contribute, sir.
Yes. Food is a very important part. Having food items which are rich in proteins, and also consuming regularly this
Yes.
ghee and butter,
Yes.
and some fruits which will help you gain like banana. And such things will definitely help you, and also protein rich dry fruits and all those things will help definitely.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
But I remember you said that taking care of brain.
Sir, your voice somehow there is some problem in your audio.
Taking care of brain makes people happy. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Rupa Kataresh.
Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Evening, sir.
Because Google is there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, madam, you are audible.
Sir, at times, like having proteins, they flare up the skin allergy. So, can anything be done other than to avoid proteins like soybean, dal?
Yeah. See, if the body is reacting in an abnormal way to some natural food items, so there is some problem with the immune system. How the immune system got disturbed and it is reacting abnormally to certain kinds of items with certain chemical ingredients. So when the reaction is too abnormal, it is better to avoid them temporarily and work on the immune system. Try to help your body modify its own immune system so that it will not create some allergies. Maybe you have to move, someone has to mute their mic, some sound is coming. So this is something which we need to regularly do to we need to try to modify the immune system by using some simple immunomodifying drugs, which can be prescribed by your nearest physician, Ayurvedic physician. But of course, good lifestyle will also help in resetting the immune system and reducing the allergies. I have seen so many people who are suffering with some specific food allergies from so many years, and simple cleansing therapies, simple herbs, and perfect lifestyle along with pranayama and meditation helped them come out of these allergies, and that is possible. So any kind of food allergy can be corrected if we focus on it. That is possible, madam. Until
Thank
the
you, sir.
problem gets solved with some medical help, you can avoid some kinds of proteins which are triggering the allergies, and you can try different kinds of proteins.
Okay. At times, all kinds of proteins, they seem to flare up the allergy.
Oh, then you need to consult a nearby Ayurveda doctor. And you
Okay.
definitely, you can't, there is no way you can live without proteins.
Yeah, it is
You
very
have to
difficult.
take proteins. Yeah.
Mhm.
So then you need to take medical help.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Nice. We were seeing a few more mics unmuted. Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste ji.
Ji, Bhaiya. So we were seeing a few more mics. Dr. Pankaj, I think you'd also unmuted in case you would like to put forward any of your queries.
Namaste, Didi.
Namaste, Bhaiya. How are you?
Fine, Didi.
जी
but I need to know how can improve our back pain. Sorry, remove our back pain due to long sitting on the chair.
Okay. Pankaj, like, see, the continuous and wrong posture, or maybe the one particular posture for a longer duration without changing the posture will trigger the muscles, and they tend to become contracted and they become very stiff. And sometimes there will be a lot of load on your backbone, spinal cord. Sometimes the discs might even get extra load, and they might move from their own place, and sometimes they might press the spinal cord or press the nerves which are coming out of the spinal cord, causing contraction in the muscles which get innervated by those nerves. So this all happens, and one reason is longer durations of sitting before computer in a wrong posture. So and once you identify the reason, it's very simple. Every 45 minutes put an alarm or put some software which will blank your screen, make your screen blank, and just stretch your body, get a walk few steps, drink some water, come back and sit in such a way that your back is always, your angle between your back and your thighs is always 90 degrees or more than 90 degrees, but never less than 90 degrees. So this is something you can do to correct your posture. Get a good chair. Also, you can get a good lumbar support, simple mesh type of lumbar support, which costs you around 150 rupees, available in Amazon. It's so good to keep in any chair to keep your back in a right shape and position. Of course, this is only one reason for chronic back pain, but there are so many reasons. Like if a person is already having a degeneration in the disc, in the cartilage between bones of the backbone, so then even if small duration of wrong posture or some simple lifting of weights or bending forward or traveling on a jerky road, anything might trigger back pain. And it only comes down when you lay down straight or do some backward bending exercises, when the disc which comes out will go back to its own position. So this all happens if your disc is not healthy. So if that is the case, then you need to get an X-ray or MRI which will tell you the current position of your backbone, and if there is any degeneration, then you need to go for some regenerative therapies. But if it is a simple case of wrong posture, you can correct it, and you can regularly practice backward bending asanas like Bhujangasana, Shalabhasana, Marjalasana, Dhanurasana. So all these asanas will help you strengthen your spine, and they will help you avoid back pain if you practice them regularly. Of course, practicing pranayama and meditation will also help in regenerating your skeletal tissue. So this is something you can do.
Sir, all the asanas
Yes.
you have talked about, I am doing, sir.
Okay.
Early on the morning.
Okay.
Sometimes it complete removes the pain, but sometimes it reopen.
The asana, if you do
yes.
the asana, sometimes the pain gets triggered.
I do asanas regularly.
Okay. Asanas
So
are not triggering the pain, right?
Yeah.
They are not triggering. They are giving you relief. But when you sit for longer duration, then the pain is getting triggered, right?
Yeah.
That is very important for you to correct your posture, but it is also important for you to just have you rule out whether the bone is strong or not. Just have a simple X-ray of your lumbar spine. If it is healthy, then no worries. Regular practice of asana pranayam and having good food and correcting your posture. Of course, exposing your body to sunlight, having foods like ragi, till and curry leaves, and so many other things which are rich in calcium regularly. Sleeping early, getting up early, all these things will help in strengthening your backbone if everything is fine. But if there is some degeneration, then you need to consult a doctor.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I will do X-ray and other things.
Yes.
Which is needed. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Ji, Bhaiya, nice, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, what about Bajra? What kind of nourishment does it have?
Bajra is having, highest amount of, in fact, iron. Iron is highest in Bajra compared to all other grains. If you compare with wheat, maybe some 20 times more iron than wheat.
Okay. And is it advisable to eat Bajra even in summers?
Yeah, unless you have too hot body. Bajra is not actually too hot, but some people complain that they have some problem with Bajra. But here, what they will do is they mix it with curd or what we call buttermilk, chas, the Bajra rice with curd, and they eat.
Okay. That's nice.
Someone is asking simple home remedy for bleeding gums.
Yes.
So, it's very important for us to keep our oral cavity healthy and hygienic. And sometimes this bleeding gums can happen because of some deficiency in vitamin C. Regular intake of amla. Amla will help you, or you can simply use trifla powder. If you can get fresh amla daily, you can take one amla, or you can take amla powder 1 spoon in the morning, 1 spoon in the night, or you can take some chawanprash, which will also help in reducing the bleeding gums. And of course, to increase the health of the gums, there are some really good tooth powders like gum tone. All you have to do is brush your teeth with gum tone and massage your gums with this tooth powder called gum tone, manufactured by Charak Pharmacy. So the of course regular practice of oil pulling with till oil every day, that will keep your gums strong and teeth strong. And if there is severe bleeding from gums, then you need to take a decoction of trifla kashayam. Trifla decoction you can take and use it for gargling. That will help in instantly stopping this thing, bleeding. So, but the gums need nice massage with your finger. Take your index finger, and after brushing your teeth, just gently massage your gums. So that will improve the circulation. That will help in keeping your gums healthy. So, but if you need help, you can just try this simple, nice medicine called gum tone. It's a powder. You can use it as a tooth powder to brush your teeth instead of using some paste.
So, Bhaiya, the bleeding gums are mainly to do with the periodontal problems.
Yes.
And periodontal issues may be due to some infection, bacterial growth.
Infection, yeah. If there is infection, if there is some kind of pus and you're getting bad breath, and some swollen gums and all those things, then also this gum tone powder and oil pulling will help. But it will also be useful if you take some simple medicines which will reduce the infection in the gums. We give simple medicines like trifla guggle to reduce the infection in the gums. And of course, good food and good lifestyle and regular brushing with some herbal tooth powders will bring down the infection from very nicely. So there is some nice tooth powder which they manufacture in Visakhapatnam in our place. It's called Nagarjuna tooth powder, and I have seen wonders happening with this particular thing. Many dentists in Visakhapatnam, they prescribe this Ayurvedic herbal tooth powder. So I'll type that also. So, but if there is severe infection, you need to consult a dentist, or if possible, some Ayurveda doctor who can help you.
Yeah.
Someone,
So,
Naveen Kumar ji has raised his hand.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Am I audible?
Namaste. Yeah, you are audible.
Actually, recently, sugar has been detected. So my age is 38.
Mm-hmm.
They have checked a random sugar blood sugar glucose is 11.5.
Oh, it's not random. It's like it's called glycosylated hemoglobin, HbA1c.
This report it's correct. That's HbA1c. That is
Yes.
11.5. Yeah, the random blood sugar is 245.0 mg per dl, like this they have mentioned. So I'm a bit panic. It's it's a higher side, and they have given 1 mg something tablets. I have not remembered.
Okay.
So what is the best way in my life? And second question is, I'm habituated. Occasionally, I used to go for alcohol.
Okay.
So that is one more thing. So this is my lifestyle. So what is the best way, whether Ayurvedic or allopathic?
See, initially to bring down the higher levels of blood sugar, you might need Ayurvedic allopathic medicine. But if you have a really good Ayurveda doctor, I can strongly tell you that even at this stage, where the glycosylated hemoglobin is 11.5, with simple Ayurveda medicines, you can bring it down to below 6 easily. Okay? But medicine will not be enough, whether it is Ayurvedic medicine or allopathic medicine. That will not be enough to solve your problem. So most important part is physical activity. For sugar patients, most of the patients, just with simple physical activity, they will be able to control their blood sugar levels. So regular practice of walking or Surya Namaskar will help. But the biggest culprit in sugar problem, diabetes, is the mind. If you are experiencing a lot of stress, that will trigger sugar levels like anything. Even if you're not eating anything, even if you're not consuming carbohydrates at all, if there is stress, definitely it will trigger the sugar levels. So it's very important for you to regularly practice meditation and pranayam and do some physical activity, and of course reduce the intake of carbohydrates and increase the intake of fiber, more fiber to cleanse your body. Okay, so I can assure you that so many people who are using insulin from past 20 years, 25 years, they have stopped everything and living normal life. Okay, so yours is a newly detected one. It can be managed easily. I may not claim that we can cure it, but we can say that you can manage it without medicines, and that will be the most important part. If you start giving medicines and with only the medicines, the sugar level is under control, at some point of time there will be complications also, because complications are more difficult to treat actually. So it's very important for us to stay sugar free without medicines, and further you need to put in some effort, and once you do that, definitely you will see wonderful changes, and you will be able to guide so many others how to do this.
Can you, like as you told, come down the mental stress and physical activity? This is the most right now for me. And apart from that, something else you suggest me, sir, because it's early age. I feel 38 is early age for sugar. I feel.
Yes. So I can definitely, give you a prescription. Maybe I have to take your history. I can definitely help. You can contact me later. I'll send you my email ID.
Please, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure. Your number is permits.
Number is also called, no? Yes, you can call me.
Yeah, number and email ID.
Yes.
Gee, we are nice. It's been a very fruitful discussion today, and with so many of our fellow participants, they have taken keen interest into getting to know a lot and getting their understanding of the regeneration processes, and so many of our fellows put up their queries related to their living. Nice, Bhaiya. So, Bhaiya, I think we'll take it. We'll call it a day now.
Sure.
And there's a hand present, maybe Naveen Kumarji.
No, just now we spoke with him.
Okay, Naveen Kumarji has already spoken.
Yeah,
that's perfectly all right.
Yeah, no, spoken. Just waiting for number and
yes, Bhaiya.
email
You got
ID.
the number?
Oh, you are waiting for the I have already sent the email ID.
Okay.
I will give you the numbers.
Dr. Sundaraj, this one, right? Email ID.
Yes.
Sir, mobile number is, yeah, got it. Yeah, Bhaiya, thank you. I just message you if anything required from the
Sure.
bank.
Sure.
Nice. So with this, thank you, Bhaiya. And we'll meet again coming Friday for yet another very enriching session. It's always good to listen to you, Bhaiya, and get so many of our day-to-day issues and problems addressed. And even often you tell us many remedies that are there in our kitchen, and in the initial stage, using those itself, we can bring back our body to harmony. So with this,
Yep.
I thank you, and namaste to all our participants. We'll meet again coming Friday. Ji Bhaiya. Thank you.
Namaste.
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 Namaste, everybody. Namaste.